Okay, here we go. So welcome to the chair yoga class, and I hope you are all in your nice, comfortable chair. And take a deep breath. It's a nice deep breath. So what I want to talk to you about today is the Anahata chakra. So we have 7 chakras, main chakras. There are others, but there are 7 main chakras. They start from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. But the center of them all is Anahata, which means unstruck, meaning it's open, completely open. And that is the heart chakra. And the heart chakra is symbolized by 2 intersecting triangles, showing the integration of and balance of male energy, female energy, the complete balance. The color, each chakra has a color. The color of the Anahata chakra, of the heart chakra, is green, emerald green. The sound is yum. Every chakra has a sound. And it is all about compassion, healing, and love. But very important when we talk about compassion is talking about not just how compassionate we are to everyone else, but how we are compassionate to ourselves. We tend to neglect ourselves and look to others, but we really can't be fully supportive of others until we take care of ourselves, until we are compassionate towards ourselves. So with that, let's begin our practice, keeping that in mind. So close your eyes, come inside, and follow your breath. Feel the power of your prana, life force, your breath. Every time you breathe in, feel your chest rising, opening up your heart. And every time you exhale, feel that energy coming inside as you let go. Feel all the energy entering inside. Deep inhale, long, slow exhale, focusing on your heart center. Keep your attention on your heart. Feel your heart beating. Knowing that every breath you take fuels that heartbeat, allowing you to open it up to compassion. After your next exhale, pause for a breath and then return to your natural rhythm of breathing. And slowly open your eyes. So we will start our practice with another pranayama, and pranayama is a breathing exercise is not a good word. It's control of your breath, allowing your breath to do its work of healing and of opening and of calming. So this is one of my favorites because it's the robin's breath, and I love the little springtime, summertime robins, all year round robins that we have here. So bring your hands to your heart. Move away from the back of your chair so you have room behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, then exhale forward. Send your spine back behind you. Inhale, send your heart forward, opening up your heart. Exhale, send it behind you. Inhale, palms to your heart. Exhale as you curl your spine behind you. Inhale as you spread your wings, open your heart. Exhale again, sending your spine back behind you. Inhale your hands to your heart. Send that love out on an exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And just breathe. And allow your arms to be comfortable, either hands on your thighs or by your side. Going to send our left ear to our left shoulder. And breathe in to the right side of your neck. Loving yourself with every breath. Feel the release of your right side of your neck as you breathe into it. Bring your head to neutral. Exhale, send your right ear to your right shoulder. Feel that stretch on the left side of your body and breathe into it, breathe into it. Big, deep breaths and let it go. Inhaling, notice every time you take that big breath, how your chest rises, how your heart beats. And then bring your head back to neutral. Send your chin to your chest. Send your nose to the ceiling. Now very, very slowly bring your chin back down to your chest, slowly. And slowly send your nose to the ceiling. Bring your head to neutral. So you're still away from the back of your chair. And if not, just move forward a little bit. You're going to send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Just roll them, roll them. And then go the other way. Roll them and roll them. And then pause. And you're going to send your arms down by the sides of your chair in a like a upside down V shape, a pyramid, a pyramid. And then you're going to turn your arms at the shoulder, all the way up the shoulder socket, and turn them so that your thumb is pointing away from you. Your palms are almost to the ceiling. And then go the opposite way. As far as you can go, maybe your palms will come up again. So we're completely rotating our shoulders, opening and closing, opening and closing. And the next time you open up with your palms facing upward, let your heart reach up to the sky, look up, opening, like you were welcoming new energy, new life into your heart, sending your heart out, opening it up. Bring your hands back to your lap. And we're going to bring our elbows alongside our body, alongside your ribs. So hug your elbows, your hands pointing out to the side. And in this position, so you're going to attempt, and it's a little bit easier with the chair actually, to turn just from the waist. So you're hugging your ribs as you turn to the left. Inhale to center, exhale to the opposite side. Inhale to center, exhale, feel your whole torso moving. That's what your arms against your ribs help you to do. Inhale to center, exhale to the opposite side. Inhale to center, allow your arms to come down by your side. So we're going to try for a bigger twist now. This is one we've done many times. You're going to inhale, and on an exhale, send your left arm behind the back of your chair or to the leg of your chair. Your right hand is on your left thigh or knee or outside your thigh. You're looking over your left shoulder. Inhale and lengthen your spine. Feel the crown of your head reaching upward. And after your exhale, when you're completely empty of breath, see if you can twist a little bit more. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let's go to the opposite side. Same thing here. Remembering that when you inhale, you lengthen, and when you empty of breath, you twist. Allow your left hand that's either on your thigh or your knee or outside your thigh to help with that twisting. To help a little bit of leverage. And then come back to center. Okay, great. So there is a pose we do in mat yoga that we're going to do now. We're going to do it, well, obviously from the chair. So turn around so that your legs are on the side of your chair. And you're going to bring the heels of your hand to your back waist, sending your elbows as if they wanted to touch each other. That nice mountain spine from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. And we're going to open our heart up a little bit more. This is called Ustrasana, the camel pose. Send your heart up. You're using your hands on your lower back to support your lower back. So this shouldn't be too deep, but deep enough that you feel your heart opening. Take an inhale, and then on an exhale, let your arms come together, let your shoulders come together, curling towards your lap. Introspectively looking inside, sending compassion to yourself. Inhale, come back to that back bend, opening up your heart again. And then exhale, bringing all of that energy inside. Feel your heart beating. Come back up to sit, release your arms. And turn around to the front. Okay. So bring your hands onto the chair legs. Let your arms be long. You can bend your elbows just a little bit so that there shouldn't be a lot of effort. This is just for security, for stability is the right word. And you're going to lift come on to the toes of your left foot, lift your left buttock up off the chair, bring it back down, and go back and forth from leg to leg, from glute to glute. And bring it back down. Okay. So you're going to come on the ball of your left foot again and interlace your fingers under your thigh. You're going to help your leg to come up high with your hands. Allow your hands to lift it up. And straighten your leg out in front of you. With your hands holding your arms up, you can probably come a little higher. Then bend your leg again and send your leg out to the side. You can keep holding your leg. Bring it back to center. Stretch it out in front. Bend it out to center, out to the side, sorry. Back to center. Stretch your leg. Release your leg, put it down. Come on the ball of your opposite foot. Interlace your fingers under your thigh, the back of your thigh. Help your knee come up a little closer than it would on its own, and send your leg straight out. And bring it down. And extend it, and bring it down. Now you're going to send it out over to the side, bring it back, send it to the side, bring it back, extend your leg. I forgot to do that just before. Fold it, open, inside, stretch, and release it. Excellent, great. So let's try crossing your left leg over your right. Let's try opening it. So we're going to bring an eagle. If there are some of you who can wrap your foot around your ankle, then you can do that. That's fine. You may not, and just a regular leg cross is fine. You're going to send your arms straight out to the side. We started out with a robin, now we're coming to an eagle. Right. So you're going to cross your left over your right arm. Arms are stretched out, bend your elbows, bring the backs of your hands together, or you might want to wrap your hands around your wrist. This is perfectly fine. Even this is fine if this is too much for your shoulders or your arms. This is fine too. All right. So let's come back to our eagle. So try to get your shoulders up so that there's the same height, your elbows up so that they're the same height as your shoulders. And then twist to the left. Inhale to center, twist to the right. Come to center. Now we're going to open those wings and send our heart forward. Uncross your leg. And open your heart out to the side. Open your wings, open your heart out. Bring your hands back to center and to prayer. And take a breath. Cross your right over your left. Oops, can't do it on this side so well. Okay. All right. So once again, just crossing it normal, everyday leg cross is perfectly fine. Send your arms straight out, and this time it's left over right. It's the opposite leg of the one that you have on top. And you can be this way, you can be this way, or you can be this way. And inhale and then exhale over to the side. Inhale to center, exhale, opposite side, a little harder. Inhale to center, and you're going to uncross your legs, open up your wings, fly away. Sending your heart out and opening it up. Bring your hands to your thighs. Right. Bring the soles of your feet together if you can manage, and if that's awkward for you, because your legs will open, if that's awkward, then just bring the edges of your feet together. But if you can bring sole to sole, then that's great. Your knees will be out to the side. You're going to take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, you're going to come forward and stop for a moment. Let's stop, because I want to stress this. This is really important. So that when you bend, you're going to bend from your hip joint, not from your waist, not from your belly. You want to hinge. So it's like you're sending your pelvis forward. You know, you're hinging, right? So let's try that for a moment. Just go back and forth. Just rock back and forth. Send your back all the way back to the chair and all the way forward, hinging. Okay, once more. Send it back and hinge. And come back up to neutral. And you're going to travel, let your hands travel down your legs as you come forward with that flat back as you hinge from your hips and come as far down as you can comfortably go. Allow your hands to go down your legs as far. It depends on your the degree of your fold, and it will be different for everybody, and any amount is fine. So your hands may never go past your knees, and that's perfectly fine. They may go all the way to your feet. You can bring your hands inside your legs and drop your head. Your arms inside your legs, sorry. And drop your head. This is a Baddha Konasana, a bound angle pose. And then very, very slowly, you're going to unfold, but go slowly so you don't get dizzy ever, and come up to sit. Good, right. All right, so we're going to roll, come again to the edge of the chair, and we're going to make circles with our right leg, left leg, that's your left leg. And the other way. And you can stop at any time. You just want to go in two directions. So this may be difficult if your joints are not, they should be open by now. That's why I saved this for now. But, you know, takes time, right? Lift your other leg and do the same thing. Opening up. Other way. And bring your feet down to the mat. Excellent. That was a lot of work. So we'll come to stand. We'll come up to stand. So what I'm going to ask you to do is stand behind your chair, okay? And the reason for that is so that it's there if you need it. We're going to do some things that I don't think you'll need the chair for, but I want you to have it for security purposes, right? So we're coming to Tadasana. So in Tadasana, and I'll move this for a moment, so that, whoops, so that you can see. You all know Tadasana, but you know, I like to do this every time. Shoulders over hips, hips over ankles, chin level with the earth, send your shoulders forward, up, back and down. Let your arms stream alongside your body. Send your belly to your spine, lifting your ribs. And feel your heart. Feel it. Send your arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers. Well, I will keep the chair over there. So you have the chair in front of you. If at any time you need it, you can actually leave it on the side just like this as well. But I like it in front of you so that you can lean on it if you need to as well. So it's here if you need it. Fingers, index fingers up to the sky. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, notice how different this feels standing than from sitting. Notice. So that was just to demonstrate using the chair. Up to center. Good. Bring your arms down by your side. Bring your hands to your hips. Keep your hips pointing forward. And you're going to twist from the waist. We did this before from the chair. Again, feel the difference when you're standing. Come to center, over to the other side. And come back to center. Okay, you want to come up onto your your left, the ball of your left foot, and then switch, like you're walking in place. And again, you have the chair, you have it in front of you or next to you. More convenient in front of you because then you don't have to move to the other side of the chair to do the other side when we get into poses that have sides. All right. Okay. So now we're going to see how well we worked our hips. Yeah. Send your left leg forward to 12 o'clock. We're going to do this two ways. Send it to 1 o'clock. You're going to step on 1 o'clock. You're going to step on 2 o'clock. You're going to step on 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 6 o'clock, right? And let that stretch a little bit behind you. And then come back to the center of your clock. And now we're going to do it and see if we can float our leg this time. So send your foot straight out to noon, right? And lift it up. 1 o'clock, and you've got the chair if you need it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa. Let's go back now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Okay, other side. Send your left leg to noon, then 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. Bring it back. And now we'll try doing this floating, okay? Noon, lift it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's go backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, noon. I didn't say it, but I know you know that you could have put your foot down on the mat and did the same thing that we did the first time. Okay, excellent. All right. So let's do, I always like to do, in every class, I like to do our Elvis pose. And it's good for our hips, it's good for everything. So, and we use a clock, since we're using clock right now. So 2 o'clock, bring your right foot to 2 o'clock, bend both knees, and rock and roll, rock and roll. So you have the chair here if you need it, if you want it. Or you can just play your guitar, whatever you like to do. And then come back to center. Bring your feet together. Left leg to 2 o'clock, bend your knees. And rock and roll, rock and roll. However you wish to rock and roll. Your hands could go up in the sky, however you want. Whatever feels good, let it go. You're opening up your hearts. Let it go. And then bring your hands down by your side. Okay, so we talked about opening our hearts. And so there are many poses that allow us to open our hearts. And we've done a number of back bends. So we're going to try another one using the back of the chair. So your feet are together. You're going to hold on to the back of the chair. And you're going to put your hands on the back of your chair. And you're going to slide your hands down the chair. They may not go very far. They only go there. Your hands could be flat, palms flat, or the back of your hand. Back of your hand's probably a little easier. You're going to bring your belly towards your spine so that you're not jutting your hips out. You're just sending your heart up to the sky and allowing your hands to come down the back of the chair and open out to the side, perhaps. Opening up your heart. And then closing it, bringing all that energy inside. So curl your shoulders inside. And then open them out. And curl. And open. And curl. And open. Excellent. So while we're here at the back of the chair, we're going to do a warrior one because that's a beautiful, beautiful heart opener. And we've been doing a lot of back bending. So, but before we get there, what I'd like you to do is bend your knees, curl over the chair a little bit so the chair is in front of you, and just rotate. And that's just to loosen up your spine a little bit after you did that. We did a big back bend just now. So this is a counter pose to the back bend. So that's the reason we're doing it. Okay, because we need to get ready for our warrior one. So you'll come to your Tadasana, your mountain. One hand on your chair. Step your right leg back behind you. As far back as you wish it to go, your foot must be flat on the mat. Your feet should be the same distance away as the legs of your chair. So the width from leg to foot to foot. Your front leg is bent, but it never goes past your ankle. Your knee never goes past your ankle. Your back leg is nice and straight as you can make it today. Going to bring your hips in line with the back of your chair. It's another reason I love chair because it gives you a focal point. It gives you a measurement for your alignment. Your arms should be straight down. You may have one on the chair and then send your other one straight up to the sky. Open up your heart. You're a warrior going into battle, getting ready for battle. Maybe you'll bring your hands to a prayer. Remember that chair is always there. And release your arms. Bring them down by your side. Step forward. Right. Send your left leg back behind you. And once again, check the distance from the width from foot to foot. Make it the same as your chair. Bend your knee, your front knee, keeping it behind your ankle or over your ankle is the very best. Back leg is straight if that's possible for you, as best as you can. Hips are square. Arms reach down, come up as the Warrior One, as you may remember from our warrior class, was born of the earth, coming up from the earth to get ready for battle. Send your heart out and let it open. Send your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers. You can always keep one hand on the chair. Just send one arm back. And that'll help you to open up your heart just a little bit more. A little bit more. And release, relax your arms and your hands to the chair. Step forward. Excellent. Really great. All right. Okay, so our final pose I like to do for heart openers is Trikonasana, triangle. So have the chair on the side of you. You're going to send your one foot that's closest to the chair underneath the chair. It's going to stay straight. You're going to walk your other foot as far away as is comfortable for you. And you're going to try to keep your hips square. So in triangle, what we do is we stack one hip over the other. So here's how it goes. So here's this bottom hip, here's the top hip. And again, hinging from the hip here. So I'm turning this way, nice long spine. Yeah, nice long spine. Bring your hand to the seat of the chair. Your other arm straight to the ceiling. Keep that heart open. Keep it open as you look up at your extended hand for Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Bend your knee. Push your feet into the mat to help you back up. And then we'll come around to the other side of the chair, or you will move around with the mat. I have to do it this way. Okay, so here we go. Your inside leg steps is underneath your back leg. And you know this from Warrior Two. It's the same stance with your legs. The difference is your front leg is straight. So again, in a triangle, it's more about the hips than anything else. One hip going up over the other. You're hinging from your hip socket. Bring your hand to the chair. Bring your arm overhead. For Trikonasana, open up that heart. Open it up, look up. Open up. And come back up. Bend your knee, that will help. And step forward. Excellent. So time to come down to our chair, back into our chair. And we're going to sit just for a minute and breathe. You've done a lot of work. So let's cool down a little bit. So just sit and relax for a moment. And then bring one hand to one shoulder, the other to the other shoulder. And then begin to send your hands a little bit farther behind you for a hug. Just hug yourself. Send your arms as far as they're willing to go. And just hug yourself. Put your head down in between your arms. Feel your heart. Bring your attention to your heart center as you hug yourself. Open your arms and put the opposite arm on top. Hug yourself again. Just hug yourself and sway from side to side like you would caress a baby, like you would comfort a child. You are your child. You are your precious self. Release your arms. And we're ready for Shavasana. So we've talked about the different ways you can do Shavasana. I like it with my blanket and wrapping my hands behind my legs and hanging over. You could just sink back into your chair, whatever works for you. Just be nice and comfortable in your chair. Cross your ankles. Just be comfortable. And come in to your Shavasana. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Whatever your position, deepen your breath. Focus on your breath and bring your attention once again to your heart center. If you were had folded over, then come back up to sit. Bring your hands to your heart. Allow the bottom of your hand, your thumb, to press into your heart, feeling your heartbeat against your hand. Feel it. Feel the vibration. Feel your Anahata chakra, your heart chakra. And chakra is an energy center. It's a place where lots of power is created. So let's use it to send compassion out into the world and send compassion inside. To be compassionate to ourselves, to love ourselves. Let's chant the sound of the Anahata chakra together. And the sound is yum, like something really good to eat. Yum, yummy. Oh, you have donuts that are called that too, right? So just let's do it 4 times. So let's start together. Take a breath in. Yum, 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 yum. Thank you so much. Namaste.